So we are solving test 3 reading, which is from IELTS book 17, Farm Way. We are doing match the heading type of questions, and the questions are examples of a range of potential environmental advantages of oil palm tree cultivation. So they are talking about potential environmental advantages. Description of an organization which controls the environmental impact of palm oil production. Examples of the widespread global use of palm oil. Reference to a particular species. So you will have to mark the keywords in the questions that will lead you to the answer. So reference to a particular species which would benefit the ecosystem of oil palm plantation. Figures illustrating the rapid expansion. So they'll talk about figures like 10 million, 12 million, 30 million, rapid expansion of palm oil, and economic justification for not opposing the palm oil industry. There's a tell about economic justification why we should not oppose the palm oil industry because it is advantageous having palm oil industry in the country. Examples of creatures badly affected by the establishment of oil palm plantation. Creatures. Now they'll talk about some animals that are badly affected. Now we go through the paragraph and read it one by one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So there are 7 questions and there are 8 paragraphs. So which means one paragraph will be left without having any heading in it. So we'll start with it now. Palm oil is an edible oil derived from the fruit of African oil and is currently the most consumed vegetable oil in the world. It's almost certainly in the soap we wash with in the morning, the sandwich we have for lunch, and the biscuits we snack on during the day. Why is palm oil so attractive for the manufacturers? Primarily because its unique properties such as remaining solid, air, room temperature, make it an ideal ingredient for long-term preservation in any factory. So they are saying that palm oil is everywhere. Now the soap that we use for washing is there. It has palm oil. So guys, come to this point number 60. They are saying examples of widespread global use of palm oil. But this is not the global use. We come to second paragraph. Many farmers have seized the opportunity to maximize the plantation of oil palm tree between this and this and grew to scope case. So we've got the answer here. They are saying in the second paragraph, they are saying this line says growing oil palm trees grew from 6 to 70 million hectares, now currently for around 10% of total cropland in the entire world. From a mere 2 million tons of palm oil being produced annually globally 50 years ago, there are now around 60 million tons produced every single year. So they are saying that palm oil is, the growing of palm oil trees is increased. So this, we had this heading somewhere. I read it. Okay, the figures illustrating the rapid expansion of palm oil industry. So we have what the answer is. We mark it as B because they are talking about the expansion of palm oil. We put B, so we cancel B now. Then we read the third one. However, there are multiple reasons why conservationist sites and the rapid rise of spread of palm oil plantation major concern account for the stories of deforestation and wheated and destruction of dwindling species population, all the direct results of clearing the land, particularly in Malaysia, the most population and true. So, okay, now in paragraph C, they are saying that these are the animals, endangered species which are affected when the palm trees are cut down. So, these species are orangutan, rhino, elephant, and tigers, and numerous fauna and flora. So, we have this in question, examples of creatures badly affected by the establishment of oil palm plantation. So, okay, we'll go to the next one and we'll read. Palm oil is surely one of the greatest threat to biodiversity, declares Fauna and Fauna University of this that has led to some radical questions on such as whether consumers should try to boycott palm oil. Professor at London with more dramatic and very intuitive complexity. Read another one. Okay, let's come to G. The chief paragraph, Roundtable on Sustainable Environment, RSPO, consisting of palm oil. So this is their description of an organization which controls the environmental impact. So they are talking about an organization here, and this is correct. A description of an organization which controls the environmental impact of This is we'll mark it as G15, where we'll mark it as G. Then we'll come to another one. We'll come to the last paragraph, H, which is, we'll read this paragraph. The bird's nest friend grows on the trees and is definitely here not for native believes that it being traditionally born space powered under the ritual of these creatures when it was for following spirit. Okay, in the last paragraph, they're talking about a particular word. The word is nidus. So, this was a question, I guess, 1 minute. Okay, reference to a particular species which could benefit the ecosystem of all palm plantation. So, particular species is the bird. So, they have given the answer over here. I'll mark it as H because they're talking about a particular bird. The bird is the bird's nest fern grows on trees in an fashion. Okay, we mark. So we've got 3 answers now. 15 is G, 17 is H, and 18 is B. We look for more answers in the detail. And economic justification for not opposing the on-palm. These creatures badly affected by the establishment of on-palm plantation. And we have examples of widespread global use of palm oil. We have to find this. Okay, we have got one more, I think. They're talking about amount of carbon they capture from the atmosphere and stored within the plant. In paragraph number F, the more carbon a plant sequesters, the more it reduces the effect of climate change. So they were talking about some environmental benefits. So the potential environmental advantages of farm tree cultivation. So this is where I guess they are talking about which is we said logical benefit. If 10 times palm oil can be produced from a patch of land, then any completed oil at 10 times the world would be clear in order to produce support it. As for the question of carbon efficient, the issues really depend on what palm oil trees are replacing crops, so any acidity to which they sequester carbon. In other words, they want the carbon from the atmosphere and so on within the plant. The more carbon a plant sequestered, the more it reduces the effect of climate change. As Shankar explains, palm oil actually sequesters more carbon somewhere than other ordinary. We are cutting down the erosion for terrible heavy. That's what happening in these nations. We are now to get out of hand, but it's replacing rice, for example, actually. Okay, so they're talking about carbon emission, and we'll mark this as F. The 40th one, we'll mark it as F. Now we are left with 3 questions: widespread global use and economic justification of not opposing. Economic is creatures badly affected by the establishment of farm industry. Okay, we got this answer in the beginning only, however, we did not mark it. So the creatures that they were talking about were rhino, elephant, tiger, numerous other fauna and fauna. We mark it as C. And then we're left with one question now, guys. One is examples of widespread global use of palm oil. So we'll cross all these now. We'll cross F, G, H, B, C. F, G, H, B, and C. We are left with A, B, and E. Now we have to get answers from these paragraphs. Noble examples of widespread use of global palm oil. One response to the boycott movement has been argument paragraph E vital road palm oil claim in lifting many peoples of life in developing one out of poverty in deserty. This eliminated global supply chain given how many do it will they. Okay, they are talking about what palm oil industry has done for us. So it plays a vital role giving jobs to many people and eradicating poverty. So we have this question, okay. So we have this economic justification. Economic is economy. So the economy of the country. So they're contributing towards the economy. We'll mark this 19 as E now. We are left with one more question, which is widespread global use of palm oil. Now we'll cross this E also, and we are left with 2 choices, A and B. So E is the oil we derive primarily. It's because they're talking about lunch. We use palm oil in lunch. We use in biscuits. We use in soap. I think that has to be the answer because they're talking about examples of widespread global use of palm oil. Where is palm oil used? So They are not talking about anything about use of palm oil in the D paragraph. So the answer has to be A only. I'll mark it as A and then we will check the answers. So Chan, can you help us in checking the answers? Yes, so 1 minute. Where is that? This is test 3. And 40. We'll check the answers. So 14 we have marked as F, which is correct. We have marked 15 plus G, which is again correct. 16 is E. We have correct answer. 17 in H. 18th is B. 19th is E. We have marked it correctly. And then 40 is C. So guys, important is that you read the questions properly. In case if you're reading the questions properly, the headings properly, you will be able to locate the answers in the paragraph. And the answers will be in the form of synonyms, or it can be in the form of explanation. For example, when they're talking about potential environmental advantages. So environmental advantages, when they're talking about the paragraph, they are saying that carbon dioxide is captured by the plant. It does not releases the carbon dioxide in the nature, and thus it is helping out. So this is environmental advantage. In 15, they are talking about organization that controls the environmental impact of the farmway. So in the entire of the paragraph, they are only talking about one organization, which is RSPO, and this is in G. So what I did is I marked the answer as G. So try and attempt the easiest ones that you're getting easily first, and then cross those paragraphs and try to find the others from the remaining paragraphs. Okay, chat. So thank you so much, guys. Thank you.